Hola a todos. So for this video, we're going to be looking at the present progressive in Spanish. The present progressive is used to talk about what people are doing, like right now. So for example, estoy escribiendo en la pizarra. I'm writing on the whiteboard. Or maybe, mi amigo y yo estamos hablando. Hola, amigo. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. So we can use it to say like, hey, he's playing basketball, or we're watching TV. You can say, ¿qué estás haciendo? What are you doing? So we're gonna look at how you can form the present progressive. Before I get into it, which I'm gonna do in just a second, I wanna tell you that in the description of the video, there is a document that is linked that has like all of these instructions I'm gonna give you. So if you wanna see it in a document form or have notes with you, there's also a practice activity on it that you can do, as well as links to other videos where I teach the same concept, just maybe in a tiny bit different way or with different practice activities. All right, so step one, to use the present progressive is to have the verb estar and know how to use it. So I'm going to show you how to conjugate that in case you've forgotten really quick on the board. So you've got yo estoy, tú estás, él, ella, usted está, nosotros estamos, vosotros estáis, y ellos, ellas, ustedes están. So the verb estar is going to serve as my I am in a sentence like I am eating, or we are, like we are playing basketball, for example. So you need to have that, because that's half of the equation. That's the easy part. So have that verb written down in your notes if you need it, and now I'm gonna show you how to form the second half of it. Okay, so to form the second half of it, we're gonna first look at regular verbs. So we'll take the verbs maybe hablar, comer, escribir. We have an AR, an ER, and an IR verb. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is kind of like what you do when you're conjugating a verb normally. You're gonna take the ending off of your verb. Take the AR, the ER, or the IR off. And then you're gonna add your ing to it. So the kind of the Spanish equivalent of ing is either ando or yendo. So for AR verbs, I'm gonna add ando to it. It'll look like this. So if I wanna say I am talking or I'm speaking, I'd say estoy hablando. Or my friends are talking, ellos, mis amigos, están hablando. You don't have to worry about changing the hablando to have an A at the end of it or an S, it's always hablando. For my ER verb, I'm going to add yendo. So she's eating, ella está comiendo, for example. And then I just put on the board for you, escribir. So if I want to say the students are writing, los estudiantes están escribiendo. So what I want you to do right now is I'm going to put 3 more verbs on the board. Maybe just pause the video for a second and kind of decide how would I say these things. All right, so the 3 sentences. The first one says yo, blank, and then beber el agua. So I want to say I am drinking the water. First blank, I'm going to put the correct form of estar in it, and then I'll change beber to the ing form, so let's say that I am doing it. So go ahead and do that really quick, and I'll show you what the answer looks like. Okay, so the estar is going to be estoy, and the beber will be bebiendo. So estoy bebiendo el agua, I'm drinking the water, like right now, I'm drinking it. Go ahead and do the other 2, and I'll put the answers on the board for you. Tú estás trabajando, you are working. And then the last one. So the last one will be ellos están compartiendo el almuerzo, for they're sharing lunch. So let's take a look at some irregularities with the present progressive. Okay, so the verbs I have on the board behind me now have something strange happen to them. I'll show you how it works. So maybe for a second, just kind of decide what would leer look like in the present progressive. So if you go back to your notes on beber or comer and look at what the ending is, and if you were to do the same process, it would look like this. So when you find yourself writing this, the I vowel in these progressive forms, that I in the middle has to change. It's going to change to a Y. So if I want to say I am reading, it'd be estoy leyendo with a Y. If you want to try and do the other 2 really quick, go ahead and do them. I'm going to write them on the board for you. Okay, so for oír, normally it'd be O-I-E-N-D-O, but I changed the I to a Y, so it'd be oyendo. And then construir, which means to build. If I want to say they are building the house, ellos están construyendo la casa. So again, there normally would be an I between the U and the E, you have to change it to a Y. So if you find yourself coming across that vowel, I vowel, in this progressive form, change that I to a Y. There are more verbs that do that, just thought I'd show you 3. Let's take a look at another irregularity in this. So this is it's a little bit more complex. So when you have a verb that's an IR verb and it's a boot verb. Remember, a boot verb is when you have a vowel or a stem changing verb that changes in 4 different positions in the present tense. Really quick, I'm going to show you what dormir would look like in the present tense. All right, so dormir, the O changes to a UE, and if I put my little box around it right here, I got a fancy boot, so that's a boot verb or a stem changing verb in the present tense. The reason I'm showing you this is because verbs that are IR verbs and boot verbs also have a change in the preterite, and that change that takes place in the preterite will also take place in this progressive form. So what I'm going to show you now is what the preterite he-she form is of each of these verbs, and the change that takes place in that will also take place in this progressive form. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so these three verbs in the preterite, the he-she form, and the ellos form, they change, the vowel and then changes somehow. So for pedir, it goes to pidió. That P-I-D will also take place in the progressive form. For dormir and morir, the O goes to a U, not a UE, but just a U. So I'm going to keep that change in its progressive form. Let's take a look what that looks like. Okay, so what it would look like is this: pidiendo, muriendo, durmiendo. There are other ones that do this, but I just thought I'd show you three of them. So why don't we do some practice right now? I'm going to put some sentences on the board, and then you can see if you can get them and kind of get the idea. And if you have questions at the end of the video, make sure you leave them in the comment section, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. All right, so what you have on the screen here are 5 different sentences. In the first blank, you're going to put the appropriate form of the verb estar. And in the second blank, you can see in the parentheses after it, there's a verb. I want you to put that verb into its progressive form. I did put some of the irregular ones in there, so keep that in mind while you're doing this. If you're going to do it, pause the video because I'm going to start giving you the answers right now. Okay, pues número 1, Rosalinda está jugando al baloncesto. Rosalinda is playing basketball. Número 2, mis amigos están cayendo. My friends are falling. Número 3, yo estoy durmiendo en esa foto. Mariana y yo estamos haciendo la tarea. Y 5, tú estás abriendo la puerta. You are opening the window. I forgot to tell you what the other sentences mean if you weren't sure. 4, Mariana and I are doing the homework. 3, as I am sleeping in that picture. And I told you what number 2 is. Okay, so that's kind of the present progressive in a nutshell. It's what people are doing right now. Use estar in the present tense, followed by a verb in its ing form, the ando or yendo. Maybe in the comment section of the video, say, ¿Qué estás haciendo ahora mismo? What are you doing right now? If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hasta luego.